Welcome back to Binge Warmers, Ben 10, episode 2 of season 3. Please give us a like, a subscribe, a noti button click.
Noti.
We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by September 1st. We're going to eat some of the food that the disgusting food, might I add, that Grandpa Max eats on a regular day basis.
Something that would make you...
Up, Chuck.
Oh, my hands went. Up, Chuck.
Yeah, good episode today. We got Midnight Madness.
Ooh, I like that.
With Subliminal.
The voice who still plays...
Richard Harvitz.
Yeah, no, that is him. He plays Gray Matter, though.
Yeah.
Which we get a little fun sequence of that later.
We do. It's a good little bit in there. This is good. This is technically season 3, episode 1, if you're going by like release order.
Which we're not.
We thought,
want to.
Yeah, if you haven't seen our Ben 10,000 episode, it's like... It's a much better season opener.
Yeah, way better season opener.
I mean, this is fine. This is good.
Yeah, we do get a lot of aliens in this one, if we would count this as the season opener.
We get a lot of mentions of aliens, too.
Yeah.
We start off with Ben and Gwen and Grandpa. They're at this crazy mega mall, which is something we don't see anymore.
Well, I don't think we ever saw one this big. They said, like, a roller coaster was in it. They had, like, 72 restaurants. Like,
there's some alien technology built in this mall.
Maybe. This has got to be, like,
the biggest mall in America.
Yeah.
I don't know where we were at.
It'd be like the size of a small town.
Yeah. Essentially, that's what it is.
Yeah.
They've got like a whole police force, Max says.
Oh, my God, dude. Don't even get me started. We're going to talk about that. We're definitely talking about that. They got their whole Big Ben clock tower thing.
Yeah. And then, Gwen and Ben are just having the ball. They're just like, there's all these different stores, all these different movie screens and stuff, whatever. And then they go see this subliminal... Or no, they see a bunch of old people robbing a...
Yeah. Well, they don't know it's old people. They just see these
ninjas.
Ghostly things.
Yeah, these figures in the night.
Yeah, and they're like jumping and stuff. He turns into Wild Mud to go chase them.
I love that. Love Wild Mud in this episode. He does like a little twirly around the pole and flips into the parking garage. Mm-hmm. Super cool. I love a fight in a parking garage.
Yes.
I like wrecking into all the cars.
I like a fight in general.
Like a big fight with a big dog.
I'm going to knock your ass out.
Big dog with opposable thumbs.
Big meaty claws.
Big meaty claw. We've said big meaty claws so much.
I say it because it's like a trigger for you. The second I say big meaty claws, you instantly do the accent and you throw your hands up.
It's a really funny bit.
Every time I say big meaty, you go big meaty claws.
Here's a good challenge for you guys. Don't reference SpongeBob challenge. Every time.
It's hard.
Yeah, go a day without referencing SpongeBob SquarePants. Can't do it.
Challenge impossible.
Impossible.
Yeah. Comment question
of the day. Why do you like Subliminal?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Do you like chickens?
Do you like jazz?
You like jazz? No. How do you feel about Subliminal? Do you like him? Do you like him as a villain? How do you feel about mind control in general as like a topic? Bless you.
Thank you.
I like him. I think he's cool. I think
cool.
He's funny. Like he's kind of a little.
I like his voice.
He's like a little little guy.
He puts that GoPro on him and looks like Kick Patowski.
He does look like Kick Patowski.
I'm like trying to think like who wore it better, him or Edna Mode kind of thing. He's giving off those kind of vibes.
He's like bald, but he's got kind of long hair.
Yeah.
It's
like the receding hairline is massive.
He's sort of like a loser magician looking kind of guy.
Yeah.
How does his technology work?
Who's Subliminal? Oh yeah, he's like a failed guy. I think he just found a pocket watch.
No, it's like
you notice he tries to do it, right?
Yeah,
and it never works. So then he goes, "Oh, fuck, I gotta actually just press this button."
Gotta use my magic powers here.
Yeah, so he presses the button instead to do it.
It doesn't. If it's technology, it doesn't make a lot of sense because they would be out of range whenever it's time to like summon my subjects back to like.
Well, no,
it's
got like a little implant, like a little.
What do you mean?
Like a little. I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm assuming it's like some sort of mental.
That's what Max says.
Thing,
Max says he's like, oh, he subliminally put something in their heads to like.
What is it? Oh, that's his name.
Yeah, Subliminal.
Yeah, I was like Subliminal.
No, it's kind of a stupid name.
It is dumb.
It's like a Spider-Man like Z-list villain.
Yeah. Another reason why Spider-Man can't be part of the Avengers is because he is a villain like this.
Yeah. But no, I think he's cool. I would like the mind control aspect of it. Like if it's another Ghost Freak thing. If Gwen had to fight Ben or something because Subliminal was using him against him.
Yeah.
But I don't know. This whole thing, he's kind of like a joke.
Yeah.
Like he gets everyone else to do his bidding for him. Like, and he's using old people.
Yeah.
Like he uses some ninjas. How do they know? Did he just randomly happen to get some ninjas that were old people that like knew those moves, or did he like show them a kung fu movie and said, "Now you do this"? Because physically, their bodies wouldn't be able to do those maneuvers.
Like
right?
he just tells them you're a ninja, but like.
Physically,
I want to be ninja.
You're on a roll today.
I fight with credit card.
That's how the old lady was. And they're getting some moves. They beat the crap out of Wildmutt.
Yeah, Wildmutt
put those hands on him. He's like,
Grandma got hands. Yeah, he's like, why do you say me though?
But the police too, they're like, oh, they left a rabid dog.
There wasn't even the police. It's mall security.
They said Grandpa has their own police force.
Also, Ben, dick move. Oh, looks like the rent-a-cops need some help. Dog, they're trying.
You see Paul Blart like racing down.
Yeah, like, I'm hypoglycemic.
I like that though because they see Wildmutt get in the van.
Yeah,
and then they wreck the. They make them
down by the river.
Down by the river, and they wreck the RV into like a pole. And so Grandpa's pissed. Yeah, so I don't know what his deal is. Subliminal. I think he may just have some technology because he builds the big one. Like he builds the big one. They steal the clock and he makes another big one.
He melts the chain.
But it has some kind of range on it because he needed a bigger range. It just doesn't make a lot of this could have been explained.
It's a big mall.
And before we say, oh, it's a kid's show, they're overanalyzing a kid's show. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, we see you in the comments. Honestly, give us another one. Yeah, we want your comments,
please.
Even if they're mean and hurtful, and make me cry at night.
Peace. I think that's the sign language for please.
No.
Anyway,
yeah, so then Subliminal is just like, I want money. Like, that's his old...
Like, bring me the riches of this place.
Yeah.
And then he says, like, I'll take over America.
Yeah.
What is his deal here?
I don't know.
I feel like he got a little too far.
Honestly, go to Britain. They got Big Ben there. You don't even have to put things together there.
Yeah, they could do that as an episode. They could be a sequel episode to this. Like, oh, Subliminal's taking over Big Ben.
And the thing is, too, is he makes the big... Because, like, I was going to say he could just keep the clock where it is. But it has to sway. But we've already established the swaying doesn't work. He just presses the button.
The button.
So he didn't even need to do all that.
Maybe this episode isn't very good. I don't know.
It's not.
I really like the use of aliens though because Ben is.
We see a lot of them.
This is another example of like evil aliens.
Yeah.
You know? Like we get Kevin 11 uses some evil aliens. Obviously Albedo in the later seasons. Ben's just being used for.
But we see a great showing from Upgrade in this one.
Probably Upgrade's best showing.
He's like running.
He's running like a monkey.
Like a dog.
Like a dog.
I don't know why I said
like a dog's eyes.
Yeah.
But he does this little teleport move that it's been stuck in my head since I've seen it. Like how does that work? Why does
he's in a light and then he teleports to a different fixture thing.
Why does he never use that ever again? That could be so helpful.
Then that's the thing. Mall security, the rent-a-cops have their own helicopters with guns on them.
No, this might be the SWAT team.
Don't you know this was mall security? They literally say freeze, and the name is mall security.
Do they?
Yes, they do.
Okay, I'll put it in right here.
Halt! In the name of mall security.
At one point, he looks like you said Donkey, or I would say Donkey Kong.
King Kong,
because he's just swatting at the helicopters.
Yeah. Then they're shooting like energy bullets too.
Yeah,
they've got some real good. The mall must be making a bunch of money.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
This was an isolated incident.
Yeah.
Mall security is our #1 priority.
I love that they got that actor to just be like, okay, say this one line.
That's all he could say was just
this is an isolated incident. Please go away.
That's a lot. It's weird too, Grandpa Max. You can't see that there's something wrong if that's all he's saying to everything you're saying.
I love that he's like
hey, the sky's blue. This was an isolated incident.
He goes, oh, we're not getting anywhere.
Do you take him to be your lawfully wedded husband?
This was an isolated incident. Our top priority is mall customer safety. No, yeah, Upgrade does a good job. He turns into the helicopter.
Yeah,
it's sort of reminiscent of Terminator 2 when the guy goes in the helicopter.
Yeah. That is reminiscent of that.
Liquid metal creature goes into the helicopter. And then he's kind of swatting at him like King Kong, like we said. They shoot him with the energy weapons, and then he just kind of like comes back like he didn't really get hurt, you know?
Like Goop from Alien Force.
Or Wild Swamp Wild.
Yeah. Man. Swamp Fire.
Swamp Fire. And then he like he melds with the clock.
Yeah, he gets like little Cthulhu tentacles.
Well, also too, he uses the hands of the clock to spin very fast like a helicopter, and then he flies away. At this point, we were watching the episode. I said, "This doesn't make any sense. Like, Upgrade just never makes sense to me.
And then
whatever he does."
Gwen goes, "Time really flies when you're an Upgrade."
Like. That's so it's funny.
Gwen, your cousin is literally robbing people and getting shot at, and you're making jokes.
I love they couldn't because they saw him turn into a heat blast or whatever, so they knew that's what they knew it's him.
He's like tapping Gwen's head. Hey Gwen, turn the air up. I'm cooking over here. But like his fingers just thunk on her head.
That's a big aspect of this too. Like everyone's sleep deprived because they think Ben is sleepwalking, and that's why he's doing all this stuff.
Which he essentially is sleepwalking, even though it's hypnotism.
Well,
he is asleep when it's happening.
But he could still go to sleep and not
Yeah.
It's when he pushes the button to reactivate him, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of old folks in this. A lot of old folks doing crimes. We love to see it, you know?
The old folks have like chainsaws.
Yeah. He's like, trim the hedges.
Yeah.
When he's Wildvine.
I love it too because we talk about Wildvine. When he was first introduced, those things on his back were bombs.
Yeah.
They were made in a bomb factory.
Bomb factory.
But this time they were knockout gas. Like he just he like freaking like a carpet bomb type of thing, and then it just knocked everyone out.
It makes you wonder. It's kind of like a stink fly thing where it's like, can he just change the chemical components of his
I think
goo?
he can.
He can just change whatever.
Yeah.
It makes sense that he's got that because some plants are so like noxious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even like methane from swamp fire and stuff. Like I think swamp fire's got gas. He's done gas attacks in the past, right?
Yeah.
So it'd be cool. I mean, it's cool to just see him do more stuff. But every time we see Wildvine, he's doing something different. You know
Oh yeah, he's
like,
always Stretchy Man too.
He's Stretchy Man, and we even said that. Like I think that lends to world building. Like it's not just like he turned into Mr. Fantastic and now he can stretch. It's
he's
like,
a plant. It makes
he's a
sense.
plant, and he can grow out his tentacles and stuff. So it's cool. It's
I like
good.
his little tentacles when he walks.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like feet, and they control like Squidward, where it's like, you know, it's like 3 over here is 1 foot, and 3 over here.
Yeah,
is
and then other times he's slithering like a little snake.
Yeah,
like a little slithery snake.
Which do you prefer?
I like them both.
I think I like the snake a little bit better,
Okay.
but they're both good.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a part where we talked about in the Ben 10,000 episode, he's Stinkfly and he has his tail trapped and it becomes his foot. Like he's yanking on his foot.
Yeah.
And in this, he's grabbing onto Subliminal,
Yeah, Subliminal.
with his like his grass tentacle hands. And then he turns back into Ben and he's still grabbing him with his one hand.
Which is different too because like in the first one when he's grabbing his foot, it's stuck.
Yeah.
But then when he turns back into Ben, his foot's no longer stuck, so he just falls over.
Yeah, well, it's
But with Subliminal, he's holding him.
Yeah.
So if he changes back, his hand should be back here, and he's not holding them. But instead, he's still holding them. It's just back this way.
I think it's a mental thing. It's like Ben in his head is just like, as Ben, he's trying to rationalize like something's stuck. You know how dogs don't really.
That's just bad writing.
Well, no, I think it's not
Bad animation.
It's honestly not something we should be thinking about even. But it's.
I'm gonna. We do get Heat Blast.
Heat Blast is cool in this. He's got like
Grandpa Max. I'm cooking over here.
turn down the heat, Gwen.
I'm cooking. I love the way he says it.
It's so funny, like because he's like out of it, like.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. Like they're dumb for trying to keep each other awake because one of them should have went to bed and like swapped out in 6 hours or something.
The problem is Gwen just was having too much joy out of keeping.
She was really using a lot of energy just to like blow a horn in his face or put ice cubes on his back or whatever.
You ever had ice cubes down your back?
Yeah,
it's cold.
One time, my brother, I was in the shower and he threw like ice cube, or he threw like it was like ice cold water in there on top of me. And I was like, "What the? I'll kill you!"
Yeah, he's probably like, "Oh, this will be funny." It's never funny, you know. Des just put like ice down my back, and I'm like, like that. You know what I mean? I'm like,
do it again.
Get it out.
He blasts his, he like melts through steel at one point or something.
He like turns into liquid so they can pull it out because that's the beam that they use the clock on.
It's just uninhabited aliens. Like they're just doing what like to their max potential. They can just do whatever they want.
And Ben's never thought of any of this.
I know. Ben's like, well, Ben does some stuff.
You think he's subconscious this whole time? He's like, God, this guy's an idiot, dude.
It's like the same.
Put me in charge. I'm begging you.
It's like the Ghost Freak thing where he's like, I can do so much more. What are you doing?
Even Ben is like, Ben's an idiot, you know?
Yeah. But he shoots a big fireball. It looks so cool though. He just like makes a big fireball and then he.
I love it too because Grandpa's like, Ben, you got to stop this. The whole time, Ben's not hearing it. It's going straight through, and he's just like, oh. you want to die,
You want a big fireball? Daddy Max? I don't have much more to say. I like that Gwen is strong enough to break open an ATM with the sledgehammer.
Yeah. It's not an ATM. It's a arcade machine.
Arcade thing. Anyway, still, I don't think it would be easy to break it open. One hit, bam, that famous Gwen Tennyson strength.
It's also like they got caught in it. They were running away. So it's almost like Sodom and Gomorrah. Did they turn around and look? You know what I mean? When they're getting hypnoptized?
Oh, yeah, I don't know how.
Because they could have, Ben wasn't, and then he turns around, they're just sleeping on the ground.
Yeah. I like how she handcuffs him, thinking that's going to help anything.
It didn't.
It's like the worst thing. She goes, what's the worst that could possibly happen? It's Subliminal hypnotizes the whole mall after that point.
He's lucky he's doing this in the early 2000s. If he tried to do that now, there's no cash registers. You know, it's all digital.
He'd just be like trying to rob a bank.
Everyone just brings him like the Chick-fil-A food from the food court, you know?
They bring him like the clothes from Belk or something.
Yeah, and it's like, what am I going to do with this? None of these fit. Out of all the aliens, which one do you think was the coolest one to have
honestly,
controlled?
Upgrade. Like that was a super dupe sequence.
Yeah.
Dope sequence.
I love too, they said, so the first one we don't see this on camera, but he turns into Diamond Head the first night and he steals the engine. They go, it must have been some high school prank where they stole the engine out of this amusement park ride. My guy, that engine weighs 1,000 pounds. You think some college kids, high school kids are just, this will be so funny. Where are you putting that?
Typical college prank of domestic terrorism.
Yeah. This will go great in my Miata.
The roller coaster engine.
Yeah, dude. And it's like, how is this a high school prank?
Some kids just randomly stole the Auntie Anne's fryer.
Yeah.
To cook the pretzels. It's all gone.
Someone stole the nuclear launch codes.
Tee.
Can't help being a Leo.
Shut up.
You can't say tee and not expect me to say it.
Yeah, it's a classic short.
Yeah.
Tee. Yeah, cool. They called Diamond Head a walking chandelier.
Yeah. I like...
and it made me think of DJ Khaled when he goes, they call me chandelier.
I saw an Instagram
They
clip
call me chandelier.
of DJ Khaled just not even 5 minutes before we started recording. And he says, I roll with God. But then, it's just him running circles in his yard for, 30 seconds. And the comments are like, DJ over here got the zoomies. It doesn't make any sense. I send it to you so you can look at it. Yeah.
Hey, can we be honest here? DJ Khaled doesn't make good stuff, does he?
No.
I can't think of a single thing he's done.
He's just like a producer. So,
why is he famous?
He produces the music for, Drake and...
Drake? He produces Drake stuff?
Don't quote me, man, but he just produces
I know
music
he
for a lot
says
of...
DJ Khaled, but I can't place a single song.
It's like when you hear, we got London on the tracks and stuff.
I know,
That's
but
the producer.
But I can't think of a single song that starts that way.
DJ Khaled?
DJ Khaled.
You can't think of a single song?
Can you?
Not right at the moment. You put me on the spot. But for 5 years, that's all you heard on any song.
Well, you hear that a lot in memes and stuff, but no one's actually listening to that stuff.
We can look it up. Editor will put up a few songs.
I'm sure he's very famous and he's very influential.
He just comes off as dumb.
Just when I watch him, I'm like, I don't need to know who you are.
Yeah, but he's loaded too. He's rich.
They call me Chandelier.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
He is kind of funny.
Yeah, I like him, especially when he's got the zoomies because he's straight up just running. His pants are falling out, so he has to pick them back up, and he's just running in his yard.
Do you remember that time where he got lost on the jet ski?
No.
It was 10 o'clock at night. It was pitch black dark, and he doesn't know where he's at. He's in the ocean, and he's just stuck on it.
No way.
He's filming himself the whole time.
He needs Diamond Head to come out there and save him.
Yeah, Ripjaw's at one.
Oh yeah, Ripjaws.
DJ.
Can we talk about that too? Is Ben just happened to turn into every alien he needed to be for that exact moment.
Well, I don't know how that works. How did he even know what to, he couldn't hear Subliminal, could he?
No, that's what I'm saying. But he needs to get the clock. Which also, how is Subliminal getting it? Let's say Subliminal doesn't know he's got an alien on his team, right? He's just telling them, steal me that clock.
He doesn't know because remember he sees Upgrade. He's like, what happened to the diamond?
Yeah,
guy?
but that's what I'm saying. Let's say Ben's not in this episode at all, right?
Okay, yeah.
Subliminal's just
the old people doing.
How is he getting them to steal the clock out of the mall?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, right? And then how is he getting them to melt the metal and steal it from the hardware store?
They would have probably found a different way because just with Heat Blast there, it's the path of least resistance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This episode doesn't make a lot of sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Maybe there's a reason Subliminal doesn't come back.
I'm so glad we don't count this as the opener for this season. Because this is the most filler episode we've ever seen.
Yeah.
A lot of hand waving.
I do have fun. It's fun to see the aliens do their stuff on their own.
Yeah, it's cool, but...
And it's the mind control stuff is cool. I like it.
The second you start thinking about it for more than 2 seconds.
I know. Which stinks because Ben 10 normally explains stuff. This wouldn't happen in an Animo episode. Animo is going to have his plan clearly thought out,
Yeah. Come on back.
I didn't say anything.
You did the whole head tilt thing.
Let's wrap it up here. Okay episode.
Okay, we'll give it a 4.
Yeah, 4 or 5. It's not I would if you like the Ink Tank. Sometimes you're you can skip this if you're doing a rewatch.
You can skip it.
There's no reason to watch.
There's no reason to watch it.
I like the sleep bombs. That's pretty cool. That Wildvine has, and Wildvine has some good moments in this. He does a whole ramp thing and catches Gwen and Grandpa with his belly.
With his
belly. And just anything with Wildvine.
He's just zipping around like Spider-Man and Mr. Fantastic.
Really dope. Dope. And even Wild Mutt has some good stuff in this.
Yeah, I mean his opening entrance, when he jumps up and cool scene.
Yeah.
Cool little still. You could capture that image, put it on a poster.
It could be a background or
put it on a disc plate.
A Twitter headboard thing, whatever it's called.
A banner?
Yeah, thank you. Headboard, I don't know.
Headboard.
Anyway, we'll see you for the Gwen 10. Not Gwen 10.
No, it's not. It's
called a change of face or something.
Yeah, it's the
Charmcaster mixes places with Gwen episode.
Oh, is that what it? I thought it was the Fountain of Youth.
No, it's later, I think.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll get some more Charmcaster. We'll see you guys in that episode.